So hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Arsalan and today we are on day 52 of solving the object-oriented programming system questions with the help of Python. So if you are very new to this playlist, let me give you a very brief introduction of what this playlist is all about. In this playlist, we have been solving questions based on object-oriented programming questions. We started from a very basic question, very basic idea, very basic logic with of object-oriented programming, and we have been doing some questions based on object-oriented programming to enhance our understanding and clarity of object-oriented programming. So if you are very new to this playlist, if you are very new to this playlist, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. So we will be discussing a topic called polymorphism. We have already discussed a concept of polymorphism in our previous tutorial, and on today's tutorial we will be just doing a question based on polymorphism. So we have already covered so many topics of object-oriented programming and we have done so many questions. As you can see, we have came upon to day 52nd, which was worth doing it. I hope if you have been watching this tutorial from the beginning, you will be just liking each and individual day and each individual question. If you just solve each individual question, I guarantee you that you will be just master the object oriented programming like anything. So let's start this tutorial and solve this question which is based on polymorphism. So we have to create a class called shape with a method called calculate area, create two subclasses circle and rectangle and override the calculate area method in both subclasses. So first we will be doing this whole question step by step. First of all, create a class called shape. So let's do this. So let's write a parent class. We'll be writing parent class as shape, and it will be having a method called calculate area. So let's copy this and write it here, def calculate area, and close it by parenthesis since it's a method. And simply we will be passing this value because we will be not required to just call this method. However, because the shape is a very general idea, means shape could be anything, it could be square, it could be circle, or is so we are just passing that. Or if you want to just not pass this value, you can just write return the area of any x shape. You can do this as well, and it will be just returning this value. However, we will be not using this method in our instances. If you want to create an instance, let's say a is equals to shape. I'm just giving you some clarity of what I meant to say is that if we create a is equals to shape, and I will be saying that print me a dot calculate area, it will be giving me the value, the area of any x shape. So it will be just printing me value the area of any x shape. Because we will be not using it, so we will be not just creating an instance for the same. Now we have to create two subclasses. So this was an additional part. The thing I've told you, it was not belonging to the question. I just did it for the clarity of how things work. Now we can just write a class, since it's a child class, let's be specific here, child class, and the name of the child class is circle here, and then we can just write class, and the name of the child class is circle, and since it's a subclass, it's a child class, let's put the parentheses here and close in those parentheses let's put the name of the parent class, and then we can just do it like this and say def calculate area. And since we are using super here, it will be just printing me this value. And I've already told you on day 51 that why we will be just removing the super from here, because it will be returning me the value from the above code. We do not want that. We have to override this, so we will be removing this whole thing here. And super function will allow us to use the functionality of the uh, parent class, but we do not want this. We want to override this. So to override this, we will be just returning some value belonging to the circle class. So to do this, I will be just creating a logic here to return the area of the circle. So I hope that we have to calculate the area. We have to calculate the area. So to calculate the area, what we will be doing here is we can just create a variable here to calculate the area. So area is equals to 22 divided by 7, that is the value of the pi, and that is pi into radius square. So we can just write self, and then we can just pass one parameter here, radius, and then this radius will be our self dot radius, and we can do it like this, self dot radius. And also we can create an instance here. We can just create def init function here, and I will be not using it here. Instead of this, I can just write radius here, radius, and I have to remove it from here. I use it here. I have to remove it from here and create a variable called self.radius is equals to radius, and then I can use it. Now it will be working, and area is equals to 22 by 7, and I can put a bracket here. I should be putting a bracket here to remove the error, mathematical error if any could come. Then we can just return area, and this will be just giving me the value of circle area. Now let's create an instance here. Create an instance for circle. Alright, so we'll be creating, let's say, circle is equals to circle, and then we will be passing one argument here, the radius. So radius is 5, and simply we will be just saying that print me value of a dot calculate area, circle dot calculate area, and just close it by parenthesis and then run it. It will be giving the area of the circle, which is 78.57142857142857. So this was correct. We did it right. Now let's create another subclass, that is child class 2. Child class 2 is rectangle. Let me just verify it. I hope that it's rectangle only. Yeah, it's rectangle. And we will be creating another class called rectangle, and then we will be closing it by parentheses, and inside those parentheses we will be writing the name of the parent class. The name of the parent class is shape, and then after doing this, we will be just writing def init here, and the moment I will be pressing def init, I will be getting super init function, and I will be removing it because we do not require it. So instead of this, I will be writing width, and then we will be passing height here, and then after this I have to create a variable self dot width is equals to width, self dot height is equals to height. So to calculate the area of the rectangle, it's width into height. So def calculate area, and I do not require this calculate area of the parent class. So if I see this, it's returning me a super function which will be allowing us to use the functionality of the parent class. So if I run this right now, it will be printing me the way in our rectangle class, it will be printing me this value. I do not require return this value, the area of any X shape. I want the area of the rectangle. To calculate the area of the rectangle, I can create another variable called area in our method called calculate area, which will be self dot width into self dot height. Now I can just return area. Alright, so we have created two methods I mean two classes, two subclasses, which are rectangle and circle, and each individual gives the correct value. We can create instance for rectangle too. So let's create an instance for rectangle, and let's say rectangle is equals to rectangle. I'll be putting small c, since it's a case sensitive, so it won't be showing me an error. However, it has same spellings, but it won't be showing me an error because we started from n small r. Now let's put 5 as a width and 10 is the height. So if I run this, print rectangle dot calculate area and close it by parenthesis, it will be printing me 50. So as you can see, it's printing me 50. All right, what we can do here is we can just pass an f string here in both of my code here, f string, and I can just write area is equals to, and then I can put it like this, and then like this, and then I can close this double quotes, and if I run this now, it is showing me a very readable code, better than the previous which we have done. Now let's move on to the question and see what they are saying us to do next. Demonstrate polymorphism allow you to call the calculate area method an object of both subclasses using a loop. So we did already create an instance and we already demonstrated how polymorphism works. However, what we haven't done is here we haven't created a loop here. We did it without a loop. So what we can do here is, instead of using this print here, this here, we will be using a loop to print all of these value of instances we have created. So let's say shapes is equals to our list, and in this list we will be putting our circle and rectangle, and after doing this, this shape will be carrying two objects. So this let me put it like this. So this shapes list now carries two objects called circle and rectangle. Alright, so this shape list now carries two objects called circle and rectangle. Now what we can do here is, as you can see, both of these objects have same name method called calculate area. So now we can run a loop, and in that loop we can just print print the method of each individual by just calling their name. So what we can do here is we can just say for shape in shapes. So shape will be circle and rectangle, and shapes is our list. So shapes, this is our list and this is our objects. So it will be, first of all, for circle it will be running, then it will be running for rectangle, so it will be running twice. So for shape and shape, I can print this shape dot calculate area, and then I can just close it by parenthesis, and then I can run this again. It will be giving me the same values. So this is another way of a more quicker way of doing the thing with the help of loop. So I hope now you have understood the logic behind the loop, why we have used the loop. It is a more quicker way, and you have understood how we have used the loop. So this was all in the tutorial, guys, and if you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment section, and I hope you have understood this question. Thank you guys for watching this video, and see you next time.